Did you know that clutter can impair your memory and cause you to feel more worried and exhausted? It's accurate. According to studies, a messy home not only takes up physical space but also mental space, which makes it more difficult to concentrate, unwind, and even fall asleep. Here's the good news, though. You don't need to live in a house that is overstuffed. Introducing Susan, a 67-year-old woman who has spent more than 30 years in her current residence. She cherished her room, which was stocked with mementos, memories, and everything she hoped to need in the future. Recently, however, her house felt less like a haven and more like a storage unit. Closets were crammed, drawers refused to close, and it seemed difficult to find anything. Susan had a startling realization one day. Her house was depleting her energy rather than bringing her comfort. She's not alone either. The similar issue affects a lot of elderly. What if, on the contrary, decluttering actually gave you more room, tranquility, and even happiness? We're going to investigate that very topic today. I'll show you 20 things you can declutter in this video to make your house lighter, more serene, and more tranquil. The finest part comes next. You don't need to accomplish everything all at once. Little actions have a significant impact. And stay still because I'll reveal a startling error that 90% of seniors make at the conclusion. Unaware of it, this error could be keeping you trapped in a cluttered home. Let's begin then. Which item should you declutter first today? You may be taken aback. Why science, psychology, and aging make clutter worse? Have you ever pondered why, as we age, clutter appears to accumulate more and more? In actuality, clutter doesn't appear suddenly. It accumulates over decades, a lifetime of gathering, preserving, and clinging to items we believe we may need in the future. Here's the issue, though. Decluttering takes longer than most people think. Consider it. How many items have been neglected in your house for years or perhaps decades? And physical space isn't the only factor. According to studies, clutter can actually raise your levels of the stress hormone cortisol, which can impair your memory and focus as well as make you feel more nervous and overwhelmed. Yes, exactly. It can physically become more difficult to think and work when there is too much clutter. Here's the good news, though. Throwing things away is not the goal of decluttering. It's about creating room for the important things. It's about designing a house that is bright, airy, and conducive to movement. A house that doesn't burden you down, but helps you enjoy your finest years. We're going to take the first move in that direction today. Let's begin the process of decluttering the living area, room by room. For safety and comfort, declutter. You want to be able to unwind in your living room. However, it may eventually fill up with items that are no longer useful to you. In actuality, a lot of these things do more than merely occupy space. In reality, they make your house seem smaller, less cozy, and more difficult to keep clean. Let's examine 4 typical causes of clutter in the living room. And I promise that after they're gone, you'll be amazed at how much nicer your area feels. Old periodicals and newspapers rank first as a secret source of clutter. Do you have old magazines, newspapers, or catalogs piled high on bookshelves, in drawers, or on the coffee table? I'll read them later, you may tell yourself. However, let's face it, how recently have you done so? This is the issue. Paper clutter accumulates quickly. It collects dust, ruins the appearance of your room, and is frequently ignored for years. This kind of visual clutter has even been linked in studies to increased stress and mental exhaustion. Magazines should be recycled if they are older than 6 months. If you come across an intriguing recipe or article, snap a picture of it with your phone and move on. Your bookshelf and coffee table will appear instantly more organized. 2. Exhausted. More dust than comfort. Sauce blankets and pillows. Blankets and throw pillows should create a cozy and welcoming atmosphere in your house. However, they fade, lose their shape, and gather allergies and dust over time. They can make your space appear busy and out of date rather than inviting. Take out the throw pillow that is the oldest. Does it still feel comforting and gentle? Or is it dead and lumpy? An upgrade is necessary if the latter is the case. Only keep blankets and pillows that blend in with your existing decor, feel cozy, and appear new. Your living space will feel more spacious, contemporary, and tranquil with a few well-made, carefully selected pieces. Third, there are much too many ornamental pieces. When recollections become jumbled, examine your mantel, side tables, and bookshelf. Do they have photo frames, candles, sculptures, or souvenirs all over them? Sensational decor is perfectly acceptable, but too much of it can overpower the space and make cleanup a chore. Your eyes are confused as to where to focus, rather than establishing a calm environment. Pick 3 or 5 of your most treasured ornaments, the ones that make you happy or have the most significance. Donate or store the remainder. Your area will feel cleaner, lighter, and more purposeful after making this one minor adjustment. And used or large furniture is covered in Chapter 4. Occupying space needlessly. Have you ever had to move around a chair that no one ever uses or run into an overly large coffee table? Moving around becomes more difficult with extra furniture, and elders are more likely to trip and fall. The 67-year-old Susan, who we had previously met, noticed that her living room felt small due to a big entertainment unit that was gathering dust and an antique side table that she had never used. She was astounded to discover how much larger and lighter the room felt after taking them off. Examine your furnishings from a new angle. It's time to part with it if you haven't used it in years. Your living room's feeling of openness and relaxation can be entirely altered by removing only 1 or 2 huge pieces. It's your turn. Now take a time to look around your living room. How many of these 4 types of clutter are present in your life? Oversized furniture, magazines, outdated pillows, and an excessive amount of trinkets? Tell me in the comments below. First, which will you declutter? Organize your kitchen to make cooking easier and improve your health. The kitchen is the center of the house, but cooking becomes stressful rather than pleasurable if it is overflowing with damaged, outdated, or useless objects. A disorganized kitchen slows you down, makes it more difficult to find what you need, and may even be harmful to your health. Let's examine 4 items that can be occupying space in your kitchen without you noticing. Hidden health risks and expired pantry products. Have you ever discovered an expired bag of flour or a can of soup in the back of your pantry? You're not by yourself. For no other reason than forgetting to check expiration dates, many individuals keep food for considerably longer than is recommended. In addition to being a waste of space, expired food may be harmful to eat. Over time, even non-perishable goods lose their freshness. Look through the dates in your pantry. Anything stale or expired should be thrown out. Donate any food you find that is still edible but hasn't been opened to a local food bank. Meal preparation is made easier and food waste is reduced when the pantry is kept neat. Verify number 6. Containers made of plastic without lids. A drawer full with frustration. Do you have a drawer full of plastic containers? But when you need a lid, you can never seem to find one that fits? Over time, containers become discolored, lids disappear, and all of a sudden you're left with a disorganized mess. These mismatched pieces simply take up space rather than aiding in food storage. Make sure the lids fit each container. Let it go if you are unable to locate a match. To keep your kitchen tidy and meal preparation stress-free, stick to a small number of high-quality stackable containers. 7. Too many cups and mugs. Over and above anything you'll ever use. In reality, how many mugs do you use? 3 or 2? How many do you own now? 10? 20? More? One of the simplest items to collect is mugs. Souvenirs, gifts, and impulsive buys. In actuality, however, most people only employ a select few favorites. The remainder simply take up important space in the cabinet by sitting there. Only the mugs you use and love should be kept. The extras can be given away or used as pen organizers or plant holders. The cabinets in your kitchen will feel instantly cleaner. Chapter 8. Old kitchenware. There is a hidden health risk with peeling surfaces. Are your non-stick cooking utensils twisted, peeling, or scratched? They pose a health risk in addition to being annoying to use when cooking. Warped pans make meal preparation more challenging, and scratched non-stick coatings can release toxic chemicals into your food. Cookware that is damaged should be discarded. Instead of retaining a disorganized collection of shabby pots and pans, keep only the ones that are in decent condition and think about spending a little money on 1 or 2 high-quality pieces. A straightforward guideline for organizing your kitchen. You most likely don't need it if you haven't used it in the past 12 months. Look around your kitchen for a moment. Which of these is causing your clutter? Tell me in the comments. First, which are you getting rid of? Declutter your bedroom to promote calm and better sleep. Too frequently, your bedroom becomes a place to store items you don't use, even though it should be a place of comfort and relaxation. Having a messy bedroom can make it difficult to unwind, go to sleep, and even wake up feeling rejuvenated. Let's examine 4 typical bedroom clutter culprits that may be interfering with your ability to sleep and relax. Chapter 9. Items of clothing you haven't worn in years. Overloading the closet. How many of the things in your closet haven't been worn in the past 2 years? Honestly, perhaps they are out of style, they don't fit, or you're keeping them on hand as a precaution. Here's the reality, though. It merely takes up room if you don't wear it, and having too many options in the morning can actually make getting ready more difficult. Look at your closet and ask yourself if this is a good fit for you. Does wearing it make me feel good? Has it been a year since I last wore it? If the response is no, give it away to free up space for the clothing you truly adore. 10. Old shoes that are unpleasant. More damage than decent footwear. Your feet aren't benefiting from shoes that are excessively tight, worn out, or just don't feel nice. Because our feet change shape with age, wearing shoes that are uncomfortable can lead to pain, problems with balance, and even injuries. Go through your shoe collection and discard any worn-out, unsupportive sneakers. Never wear heels or dress shoes, shoes that are uncomfortable and hurt the feet. Only keep those that are comfortable, fit well, and adequately support your feet. 11. Outdated bedding. Big influence, little change. How recently have you changed your blankets, sheets, or pillows? Your quality of sleep may be impacted if your bedding is worn out, thin, or itchy. A comfortable, clutter-free bedroom can increase sleep quality by up to 25%, according to studies. This translates to more energy, improved sleep, and even happier moods. This is what to look for. For improved support, pillows should be changed every 1 to 2 years. Instead of feeling scratchy or faded, sheets should feel cozy and soft. Although they should be comfortable, blankets shouldn't be crammed into the closet. You'll be astounded by how much nicer your bedroom feels after switching to brand new, premium bedding. 12. You never wear jewelry. It is merely gathering dust. It's time to purge your jewelry box if it contains items you seldom wear. We accumulate presents, impulsive purchases, and out-of-date fashions over the years, but they aren't helping you if they are just sitting there. Sort through your items and save just the ones you truly wear and love. Give family members sentimental objects. Items that don't fit your style can be sold or donated. A small, well-maintained jewelry collection keeps your room looking airy and clutter-free, while also making getting ready easy. Clear out your bedroom. Get a better night's sleep. There is more to a tidy, orderly bedroom than meets the eye. It has an immediate effect on your stress levels, mood, and quality of sleep. Which one of these 4 causes of clutter is present in your bedroom? Tell me in the comments below. Which are you clearing out first? Declutter the bathroom for ease of use and safety. Although your bathroom should be a tidy and functional area, clutter may easily take over. In addition to making cleaning more difficult, half-used bottles, outdated towels, and expired goods can also be dangerous for your health and safety. Let's go over 3 typical bathroom clutter types that you should get rid of now. 13. Expired prescription drugs. An unspoken threat. Did you know that taking expired medications by accident might reduce their effectiveness or possibly make them dangerous? But just in case, a lot of people hold onto their old prescriptions and over-the-counter medications for years. This is what you should do. Verify each medication's expiration date. Properly dispose of any unused or expired medications. Don't put them in the toilet. Safe disposal programs are available at many pharmacies. Only keep up-to-date, essential drugs in a convenient location. In addition to saving room, a neatly arranged medicine cabinet guarantees that you are only using safe and efficient medications. 14. Toiletries that are half-used. They won't be useful to you later. Examine your bathroom. Have you not used your half-empty bottles of lotions, shampoos, or other skincare goods in months? If you haven't used it recently, you probably won't, but we always have things on hand just in case. Additionally, outdated toiletries may store bacteria and eventually lose their efficacy. A method for decluttering. Before purchasing new items, use up any that are open. Throw away everything that is unused, dried out, or outdated. Keep your counter clutter-free by limiting yourself to only a few everyday necessities. A minimalist bathroom facilitates quicker preparation, easier cleanup, and a more tranquil atmosphere. 15. Shabby old towels. It's time for a change. Do you actually need so many towels? Let go of towels that are ragged, scratchy, or mismatched if your closet is filled with them. This is what you should do. Only a few number of soft, high-quality towels that you truly use should be kept. Old towels can be donated to an animal shelter or used as cleaning cloths. To keep your linen closet feeling clean and well-organized, fold and store towels neatly. Bonus. Advice for safety. One of the most frequent locations for falls among seniors is the restroom. To lower the danger, keep your area clear of debris, place non-slip mats, and make sure necessities are easily accessible. Make your bathroom simpler and safer by clearing out clutter. There is more to a tidy, well-organized bathroom than meets the eye. It concerns safety, hygienic practices, and convenience. Which of these causes of clutter is present in your bathroom? Tell me in the comments below. Which are you getting rid of first? Paperwork and the office. To improve mental clarity, declutter. Even the most basic activities can become frustrating when an office or desk is overly cluttered. Unused office supplies, old technology, and an excessive amount of paperwork do more than just take up room. They also sap your vitality. Let's go over 3 items you should clear out today to make your workstation peaceful and orderly. Chapter 16. Old documents and bills. Save money by going digital. Old utility bills, bank statements, and receipts accumulate quickly. However, is it really necessary to maintain them all? The majority of documents can actually be digitized or thrown away. Here's a guide to organizing your documents. Scan and store critical documents on your computer or on the cloud. Anything that contains personal information that you no longer require should be destroyed. Save just the most important hard copies, such as tax returns, court documents, and medical records. In addition to saving space, digitizing papers facilitates quicker and simpler document retrieval. 17. Outdated electronics and tangled wires. Throw it out if you're unsure. Are there a lot of miscellaneous cords and chargers in your drawer that you don't know what they belong to? As technology advances, we wind up with a disarray of out-of-date gadgets, dead batteries, and tangled wires. A method for decluttering. Assign each cable to a certain gadget. You don't need it if you don't know what it's for. Instead of leaving outdated devices languish in a drawer, recycle them at an e-waste center. Store the wires and accessories you really use in organizers with labels. More productivity, less stress, and fewer distractions are all associated with a clutter-free workspace. 18. Office supplies. You do not utilize. Less is more. In reality, how many pens do you use? Like most people, you probably have heaps of unused sticky notes, broken pencils, and dried markers in your drawer. Advice on decluttering. Check all of your markers and pens. Throw away the ones that don't function. Just a few notepads and necessities should be kept. The remainder is only occupying space. Give leftover goods to a community center or school in your area. Your thinking feels clearer when your workspace is organized. Organize your workspace. Clear your head. You can think more clearly, work more quickly, and feel more in control when your workstation is well organized. Challenge. Try destroying the remainder of the documents and scanning the crucial ones. You will feel 10 times lighter. Which of these causes of office clutter causes you the most trouble? Tell me in the comments below. The concealed clutter and the garage. Where garbage lurks. The home's garage is frequently the most disorganized area. A location where years' worth of just-in-case things, broken tools, and neglected items accumulate. It's time to make changes if your garage seems more like a storage unit than a useful area. Let's address the 2 main sources of clutter that are covertly occupying your garage. 19. Devices and instruments that are broken. Let's be truthful. Everybody has them. Old lawnmowers gathering dust in the corner, rusty screwdrivers, or broken drills. If they have been sitting there for a year or longer, it's unlikely that you will ever get around to fixing them, even if you had a plan to do so. Advice on decluttering. Let things go if you haven't fixed it in a year. Tools that are still functional but that you no longer use can be recycled or donated. Just the necessities should be kept. Home undertakings are considerably easier when the area is clutter-free. 20. Items for contingencies. The trap into which we all fall. We all keep thinking, I might need this someday. But will you actually need something if you haven't used it in more than 5 years? Furniture awaiting a project, boxes of miscellaneous parts, or outdated sporting goods. Simply occupy valuable space. Advice on decluttering. You won't utilize it if it hasn't been used in 5 years. Give it away or throw it away. Would I buy this again today, you ask? Otherwise, let it go. Set aside specific areas of your garage for items you use frequently, such as storage bins, tools, and outdoor equipment. Clear out your garage. Take back your area. More space for the things that really important is available in a garage free of clutter. It may be an office, a home gym, or just quicker access to the things you really use. Which item in your garage is the oldest and most forgotten? Tell me in the comments below. The major error elders make when decluttering. Unexpected discovery. Getting rid of things is only one aspect of decluttering. It's about releasing the burden of feeling. However, there is a single error that makes this process far more difficult than it has to be. The most common decluttering error. Clinging to things because of guilt. We often feel bad about parting with treasured goods, gifts, or previous purchases. I can't get rid of that, you might think, because it was a present. Even if I never use it, I paid a lot of money for it. This was my loved one's property. Would I be forgetting them if I let it go? The reality? It's not simply physical clutter. It's sentimental. Change of attitude. Losing memories is not the same as letting go. The past cannot be erased by letting go. It merely creates room for your life's next phase. Old items don't hold your memories. They are present in your thoughts, your heart, and the tales you tell. Answer. Give things a new function. Give the thing to someone who will genuinely utilize and value it. Before discarding treasured items, snap a picture of them. The memory will always be with you. Only the things that genuinely make you happy and improve your life should be kept. Emotional conclusion. Your house should be a source of joy, not a burden. Imagine waking up in a cheerful, calm, and light-filled house, where everything has a function and makes you happy. Out of remorse, what have you been clinging to? Let us discuss in the comments section. It's time to act now that you've seen the 20 items you can eliminate. How many of these causes of clutter are present in your house? Tell me in the comments below. Begin modestly. See how much lighter you feel today by focusing on just one category. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to like and subscribe for more easy ways to live a better and easier life after 60. Why this structure is effective. Based on the formula that went viral. An engaging hook. Captures interest by tackling a genuine, accessible issue. Detailed explanation. The audience believes they are actually making progress. Motivation from the mind. Aids in removing emotional obstacles to cleaning. An unexpected breakthrough. Keeps viewers interested till the very end. Powerful cry to action. Promotes subscriptions, interaction, and comments. Eliminating items is not the goal of decluttering. It's about creating room for the important things. What will be the first item you declutter? Please leave a remark below. It would be wonderful to hear.